The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make a new folder in Cloud9. Now, if you're working out of CodePen, by the way, you do not have to make a new folder. It already gives you the HTML, the CSS, and the JS section. But if you're in Cloud9, you're going to want to make a new folder with the mkdir command. And I'm just going to call this iTunes app. I'm also going to cd into the iTunes app directory and touch 3 new files: an index.html, a style.css, and a script.js. So I'm going to open up the index.html or the HTML section. Again, you do not have to do this part if you are working out of CodePen, because CodePen does this for you. But if you are not working out of CodePen, I'm just going to make a few tags here that are going to hold the parts of my app to make sure that I have a style sheet for the CSS. I'm going to link to style.css to make sure that all the styles I write in here get put into the HTML page. And I'm also going to load the script with the source equal to script.js. So all the JavaScript gets loaded onto this page also. Now, if you do both of those things, that's basically saying, hey, take all the code in the CSS file and put it right here. Take all the code in the JavaScript file and put it right here. So all the code runs on the same page. Now we need a few things here to make this work. I need to put an input. I'm going to give it an ID equals search. And I'm going to say enter artist here. We're going to search up artists on iTunes and find all of their albums. Or let's go with songs. We'll do songs instead. I'm also going to create a div with an ID of output so that anything that we get from the iTunes API, we can just put inside this div with an ID of output. Now, at the very top, I'm going to put an H1 that says, let's just call it iTunes API app. And I'm going to give you all of this code. Again, if you're working out of CodePen, this is the only part you need right here. CodePen does the rest of the stuff for you. So you just need to copy this little div section here with the H1, the paragraph, and the input. If you have those things right there, this app will pretty much just work for you. I'm also going to copy a few things from Materialize CSS. So I'm just going to Google materializecss.com, and I'm going to paste all that code into the head of my file. Materialize CSS. Got to wait for my computer to load. It's being kind of slow right now, that's okay. Now, Materialize CSS is just a CSS library. It's just a bunch of code that somebody else wrote for us so that we do not need to write it. If you click on that Getting Started thing that comes up right there, it will link you to the files that you need to steal from them so that you get all of their code for free. It just makes things look nice without you really having to try or write any extra code. So I use it a lot for a lot of my projects just to make things look nice right away. So if you scroll down in the Getting Started section, there's 2 files here. Wait for there we go. 2 little links here, a link tag and a script tag. We're going to copy both of them under the thing that says CDN. So just copy both of those, like this. And I'm going to paste them in the head of my file. So I'm going to come back here, wait till my thing loads, let it lag for a little bit. Okay, cool. And just paste it right here. So here's all the code I'm using so far. If you just want to take this whole section, I can put this all in the Slack for you right now, but as soon as you've got this set up, you're ready to go. Is that cool? So I'm just going to copy and paste this into Slack, so if any of you are lost, you can just start off with me here. Any questions? No, we good?